Hey guys, Chris here with the Good Old Gamer, and surprise, surprise, Nvidia screwed up the RTX 3080 launch. I honestly wasn't going to do a video on this. I was going to talk about it on the live stream. That's why I went ahead and posted that thumbnail for that. If you haven't seen it, please subscribe to the channel. We're going to be talking about this live on Saturday. But Nvidia went ahead and responded to the situation officially, and their response is so pathetic that I now need to do a video on this. So that's what we're going to be talking about here today. Before we get into it, if you like these type of videos, please hit that like button. YouTube's been burying videos that don't get a lot of traction up front. So if you want to help support me, that's really the best way to do that, is to hit that like button and then comment down in the comment section below. So alrighty guys, let's get right into it. Alrighty, so heading over here to videocards.com, they have the actual quote from Nvidia, their official apology. So I just kind of want to go through this because I definitely agree with the first line of this. The Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 launch day will definitely be remembered as a paper launch. Yeah, it absolutely will. Around the world, thousands of people were queuing to retail stores to snag. Obviously, we know all that. So I just wanted to read that first line because, yes, this is not acceptable. This is a major company with a major product launch. And yeah, they botched it. Plain and simple. They screwed this up. But let's see what Nvidia had to say. This morning, we saw an unprecedented demand for the RTX 3080 at global retailers, including the Nvidia online store. At 6 a.m. Pacific, we attempted to push the Nvidia store live. Despite preparation, the Nvidia store was inundated with traffic and encountering errors. We were able to resolve this issue and sales began registering normally. So apparently it screwed up, it crashed, and then they fixed it sometimes later. Here's a little quick video of what happened at exactly 6 a.m. Pacific.
Come on, 6. Yes. Oh.
To stop bots and scalpers on the Nvidia store, we're doing everything humanly possible, including manually reviewing orders to get these cards in the hand of legitimate customers. Over 50 major global retailers, just keep that in mind, we're talking globally here, had inventory at 6 a.m. Pacific. Our Nvidia team and partners are shipping more RTX 3080 cards every day to retailers. We apologize to our customers for this morning's experience. So an unprecedented level of enthusiasm for your new card here, Nvidia. So people actually want to buy our graphics cards. So that's what Jensen does all day. He just sits around going, I'm going to make up this thing and I'm going to pitch it really hard and I'm going to screw up the generation after Pascal. So all the 1080 Ti owners, they got nothing to really buy there unless they want to spend $1,200, which they spent $700 last time. So they probably won't want to upgrade. So yeah, we're going to finally give these people an option that actually makes sense for them to spend money on. But nah, they're not going to want to buy it. This is Nvidia's response.
You serious?
That little clip is literally what played in my head when I heard this. When I read this out loud in my mind, I'm just like, what? When did this ever make any sense to anybody ever? Obviously, this whole thing is just a farce. I showed you that one video of what happened at 6 a.m. Literally nothing. The dude wanted to buy it. He couldn't buy it. Now, could there be some sort of system glitch and things of that nature? Yeah, okay. These things happen. Kind of like my live stream with Celso. The stupid thing didn't want to go. Technical difficulties do happen from time to time. But these things were available from a whole 50 retailers globally. What? These things needed to be everywhere. Now, I know and I knew that this was going to be a limited release. So did you. So did everybody. We knew there weren't going to be enough and they were going to be scalped. But this is a lot worse than any other graphics card launch that I have ever seen. Turing was available pretty much across the board. I think the 2080 Ti's might have sold out day one, but a few days later they were back in stock. But that was a terrible generation. The 1080s and the 1070s, when those launched back in 2016, those sold out basically immediately as well. These things happen. but people actually bought them. Everybody I know that was waiting, some people were waiting outside of actual brick and mortar stores, which nobody really even does that anymore. Those people couldn't get them, even if they were like first or second in line. Nobody had the things. B&H, here's a tweet from them. They were asked straight up, do you have any 3080s? They didn't get any. B&H Photo is a pretty big electronics retailer here in the United States. Not the biggest, but big enough that they should have, I don't know, a couple hundred units at the very least for their customers. From what I've heard, Micro Center had none, zero. They're huge here in the United States. I doubt even places like Best Buy and Walmart had them. Newegg probably had a few dozen, maybe a few hundred. This is just bad. This is a paper lunch. And to me, the response from Nvidia of, oh, we didn't know people wanted to buy our stuff. We just had no idea. That's crazy. Meanwhile, Jensen himself understood that most Pascal buyers had no interest in Turing and knew that this was going to be an upgrade for them. And that was the most successful graphics card lineup that they've ever had. And if they keep marketing like this, maybe their last swan song, because this is really going to piss a lot of people off. And by the time these things are actually in stock, AMD's probably going to have Big Navi launched or at least revealed or leaked or some damn thing. And yeah, they're going to start hurting their own sales here. I think the problem here is, this is my own speculation. This is just me thinking outside the box here. But I think Nvidia just got greedy. They're like, AMD's going to have something that's going to be pretty competitive. And if they price it right, it's going to be extremely compelling for a lot of people. So they're like, we need to launch before any of that stuff happens. And they probably caught wind that they wanted to launch around the next gen consoles, maybe. But we all knew that that was kind of where they wanted to launch the thing. So they just pushed everything up, so this way they can steal the limelight, look like the hero. Even I've been impressed with the specs. The performance landed pretty well. I mean, it's as good as the 1080 over the GTX 980 at the same price. The dollar is lower value now, so it's actually a better deal than the GTX 1080 was when it came out. So the product's good, the prices are good, but then they just decide to screw this whole thing up. And I think realistically, this was all just a giant marketing scam to go ahead and get their products in front of you and get you talking about NVIDIA's 30 series before AMD has a chance to get their products out. Because this is worse than I've ever seen any launch. Like, this is more limited than I've ever seen it, except for maybe the 6800 series back in 2004. Those things were impossible to find. It's a very similar feeling that I got with this. It's like, yeah, it's out, but nobody had them. Nobody could get their hands on them. And, you know, the 20 people out there on the planet that have one, congratulations. Go sell that thing on eBay for a whole bunch of money. Some idiot's going to pay, I don't know, $1,500, $2,000 for the thing. Get it sold before the 3090 comes out. And, you know, when these come back in stock, buy one at regular price, and then you just have free cash on hand. I said it when I talked about the 3080 yesterday. AMD has a real opportunity here. They can beat them on performance per watt. They can beat them on price. They might even be able to beat them on total performance if there's an 80 CU unit. So Nvidia has pretty much just laid out the red carpet for AMD to take this generation if they want it. Waiting till October 28th to me is a terrible idea. It's actually in AMD's best interest to push that up to like 3 days from now. They need to come out right now as everybody's pissed off at Nvidia and go, yeah, we're not going to be launching the cards for maybe a month or so until they can get the stock and inventory so they don't do this to their customers. But they should announce it, get the information out there, and let everybody see what they have to offer. Because if they can compete or even beat a 3080, even if it's a little bit slower, but it's priced really good, that's going to steal a lot of thunder from a lot of these people that are upset with Nvidia right now. Maybe they wanted a 3080, and they were that guy sitting up at 6 in the morning going, wait, what do you mean they're already sold out? This is horse shit. They're going to be much more receptive to another company that actually wants to sell them products and isn't like, oh my God, people want to buy our stuff. I had no idea. That's crazy. It's crazy. Man, 80% market share and people actually want to buy our stuff. We're the little guy. We're just Nvidia. We just make graphics cards, man. We didn't think anybody wanted to buy it. God. This whole thing is just terrible. And we need some real competition in this market. And AMD brings out decent products, but their marketing is terrible. The whole October 28th thing, you need to scrap that and just go, it's all right, that's too long. This needs to happen literally like right now, as fast as possible. Before October would be ideal for you. Before you do Zen 3, do this, then Zen 3 is the home run that you hit right after it. That's just my suggestion. It's very hard to do that. Maybe they don't have the event already published. I don't know. You don't have to release the cards immediately, but you need to get the information out right now while the iron's hot. And this is going to steal away a lot of people from, a lot of disenfranchised people, rightfully so, from Nvidia. So that's just my 2 cents to AMD to help them out, because for years now I've been yelling at their marketing team. Should literally fire all of them and hire competent people. I'll do it for free. Anyways, guys, that's really all I have for you here today. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Remember, leaving comments helps out, hitting that like button helps out, and then sharing the video. That is also one of the best things that you can do. It gets new eyeballs on the content. So anybody you think that might enjoy this, please share this with them. And yeah, if you know anybody from AMD, send them this video. They need to see it. Nvidia has literally rolled out the red carpet. They have every chance to make this happen, to win this generation. If they screw it up, they have nobody to blame but themselves. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And yeah, that's all I have for today. And I'll catch you guys on Saturday on the live stream.